A devastating update. The body that was found in the Merced County Canal in California was confirmed to be that of Lupita Ontiveros. Now, the body was discovered around 10:15 a.m. on Sunday morning, which prompted law enforcement to reach out to Lupita's family. Her sister said that we were hoping that it was her so that this nightmare could finally end. It was really devastating to me because I would have wanted to find her alive, not how she ended up. But God took her for a reason, and I'm going to respect that. I never lost hope that we were going to find her. Now, deputies believe that the Stockton mother went missing after her early morning crash into the Delta Mendota Canal on January 28th. It was nearly 2 weeks later, after they had been desperately searching this entire time, that her body was recovered nearly 7 miles downstream from the crash site. Lupita's family member went on to say, I got here around 7 a.m. My cousin had gotten a phone call and she looked worried, and I asked her what was wrong, and she said somebody went live and that they had found the body. Every day, Ontiveros' sister Judith would wait for signs. Now she thinks the person officials found is her sister. The hoodie that she was wearing was floating up at the top. I feel like that's just confirmation that it was her. Judith said that her family can exhale for now, as they had nearly lost hope. We just feel relieved because we won't be with that weight against our heart now that we were probably never going to find her. Now, the family had to wait until the medical examiner confirmed that it was Lupita, which they did as of today, Tuesday, February 10th. So I can explain to you how family described the incident that occurred. They said that the dune buggy had been involved in a crash on that day, January 28th, that went into the Delta Mendota Canal, where it had been later found and removed from the water. But a detail had left them very confused. According to the family, Lupita's jacket was discovered nearly a quarter mile away in a nearby field, something that they said didn't seem to add up. Now, officials reported that Lupita was riding in a dune buggy with 3 others when the vehicle crashed into the canal at about 1 a.m. on January 28th. Judith says she was later told the group had been doing donuts before the crash. They were saying that they were doing donuts, and the first dune buggy was doing donuts, and they wanted to do it too, she said. With all the dirt, they couldn't see if they were going out of this hole in the drive. We just went straight into the canal. The other riders were able to swim to safety, but Lupita never resurfaced. The driver of the dune buggy was taken into custody. The sister Judith said that we were not informed about anything until around 7 p.m. that night. The sister Judith also shared that the last conversation she had with her sister Lupita weighed heavily on her. She said, "Can you take care of the baby?" So this is Lupita's daughter, which is my niece, Judith recalled, and she was like, "I promise I'll be back home by 12. She said, "I know you have school and I don't want to keep you up late, but I promise you I'll come back at 12. Judith had stated that divers attempted to search the canal, but fast-moving water and unsafe conditions during the search forced crews to pause recovery efforts. This is a really sad part, but while the search was ongoing, Lupita's mother was seen along the canal just crying out for Lupita, yelling her name, telling her to come out of the water and go to her baby. It was said she stares into the canal and just yells her name. This is just an absolutely devastating loss for this family. I cannot imagine what they're going through at this time. Thoughts and prayers are with them. Condolences to them all. I hope they get the faith, support, and love that they need surrounding them at this time. At the very least, in trying to find something good here, Lupita has been returned to them so they can have a celebration of her life, maybe have some type of peace and closure in bringing her home. Thank you so much for tuning into The Light. As always, stay safe, and I will see you all in the next one.